Hello everyone, welcome to the Plasma Coaching Institute. Today in this short video, we are going to learn how to draw the graph of some particular kind of functions which involves the mod, right? So basically, first of all, we already know from the class 11 that if a function f from real numbers to real number is defined like fx is equal to mod x, then we already know that how to draw the graph of this function. I mean, what is the graph of this function and what is the shape of the graph for this function? We already know this. Let us discuss. The graph of fx equal to mod x will be V shape, right? Okay. Now, in this class, in this lecture, we are going to discuss the graph of the function f, which is defined from R to R and defined by fx is equal to mod of x minus 3 plus 2. Right? We already know the graph of mod function, and using that concept, how to draw for this graph, for this function, this is what we are going to learn. First of all, we'll unfold this function fx. Before that, let me tell you the function mod x can also be written as mod x is equal to x if this inner value is greater than or equal to 0, right? Mod x is equal to, mod x can be written as mod x equal to x if this inner value is greater or equal to 0 and mod x is equal to minus x, है ना? mod x का आंसर minus x होगा कब? जब ये inner value less than 0 होगी तब. So mod x के दो आंसर possible है. Mod x can be equal to x if this inner value is greater than or equal to 0 and mod x is equal to minus x if this inner value is less than 0, right? So using this rule of mod x, we will try to draw the graph of this function. Okay, so let us unfold this function first of all. For this, we will write it fx. Okay, let not write fx first of all. First of all, let us write this part only. पहले ना इतने पार्ट को हम सिंप्लीफाई करने का ट्राई कर रहे हैं. हम mod x minus 3 को क्या लिख सकते हैं? Mod x minus 3 can be written as x minus 3 if this inner value is greater than or equal to 0, and mod x minus 3 will be minus times of x minus 3 if this inner value is less than 0, right? Okay. So by further simplifying, we'll get mod of x minus 3 is equal to x minus 3 in case of x is greater than or equal to 3, and if x is less than 3, then our mod of x minus 3 will be equal to minus x plus 3. Okay. So mod of x minus 3 can be written in this way. Now our original function fx was this, that mod of x minus 3 plus 2, and we have already written this part, right? Now let us discuss whole part fx. So fx, which is equal to mod of x minus 3 plus 2, can now be written as, इतने पार्ट को हम यहाँ से लिख पाएंगे. It is equal to x minus 3 and minus x plus 3. ये 2 है, वो हम ऐड कर देते हैं. इस fx का आंसर ये कब आएगा? जब x 3 या 3 से बड़ा होगा, और fx का आंसर ये कब हम लिखेंगे? जब x less than 3 होगा, right? So when x is less than 3, further simplifying it, we will get x minus 1 here, and here we will get minus x plus 5. fx is equal to x minus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 3, and fx is equal to minus x plus 5 if x is less than 3. So now we have reached up to the thing that our original function fx was written in this form. Now we have already simplified it in this form, right? So if we want to draw the graph of this function, so and if we draw the graph for this, then both will be the same. So let us draw the graph of this function. Okay, one more thing. If fx is equal to mx plus c, from class 11 we already know that if y is equal to mx plus c is the given function, then the graph of this function will be straight line having slope m and y intercept as a c. Right? So here also we can see that fx is equal to x minus 1. It is also of the kind y equal to mx plus c for these values of x, and if x is less than 3, then our function is of the form y is equal to minus x plus 5, which is also of the form of straight line, right? So for both of the cases of values of x, fx is just going to be a straight lines, and by combining them we will get the graph of this original function fx. Let us try to draw it. Okay, as always, for drawing the graph of the function, always we take the values of domain as x axis and कोडोमेन की values को हम y axis पे लेंगे. So assume करो यहाँ पे 0 है, यहाँ पे 1 है, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. यहाँ पे -1, -2, -3, y axis पे यहाँ पे 1, 2, 3 and so on. X axis पे y axis पे -1, -2, -3 and so on. Okay, if we plot some of the values here, we will get something. Obviously, here if we call it y equal to mx plus c, then what is the value of m, which is 1, and m denotes the slope of straight line, and here 1 is the slope which is positive, so the straight line will be of this form. We already know that if the slope of straight line is positive, then the graph of line is of this kind, and if slope of the straight line is negative, then the graph of that line will be of this line. Okay, this kind. So here our slope for this part we can consider it as a function of a straight line y equal to mx plus c, and slope is positive. So the graph of this function for these values of x will be of this format. Okay, let us properly do it. When we put x equal to 3 here, then what will be the value of fx? 3 minus 1 means 2. So for x equal to 3, we get fx is equal to 2. So this point will be on the graph, right? Okay. 3 से सारे के सारे बड़े नंबर्स हैं, उनके लिए fx इस तरीके से डिफाइंड है. तो हम x की वैल्यू 4 रखते हैं, तो हमें आंसर मिलेगा 4 minus 1 which is 3. So 4 के लिए x जब 4 लेते हैं तो y की वैल्यू 3 मिलती है, तो ये हमारा पॉइंट है जो ग्राफ पे आएगा. इन द सेम वे 5 लेंगे तो हमें 4 मिलेगा. सो 3 से बड़े नंबर्स के लिए हमारा फंक्शन जो है इस पार्ट, ये पार्ट वाला फंक्शन है, उसका ग्राफ रहेगा ये वाली स्ट्रेट लाइन, राइट? देखो आप, जब डोमेन के वैल्यूज ऑफ x आर ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 3, देन द ग्राफ ऑफ दैट पार्ट फॉर द फंक्शन इज द स्ट्रेट लाइन like this. Okay, now let us discuss for this part. So it is also of the kind y equal to mx plus c, where m is -1, which is negative number, है ना? जब m स्लोप है वो नेगेटिव होता है, तो वो स्ट्रेट लाइन इस तरह के होते हैं. देखते हैं. ओके, हम x की वैल्यू 3 तो नहीं रख सकते, बट ओके, तो हम चलो 2 रख के देखते हैं. When we put x equal to 2, we'll get fx is equal to -2 plus 5, which is 3. तो 2 रखने पे हमें वैल्यू 3 मिल रही है. ओके, तो ये पॉइंट हमारे ग्राफ में है. ओके, 1 रखने पे हमें वैल्यू क्या मिल रही है? 3 से छोटा है 1, तो हम 1 रख सकते हैं यहाँ पे. f of 1 का आंसर आएगा -1 plus 5, which is 4. So 1 पे हमें आंसर मिल रहा है 4. Okay, now can you guess what will be the graph of this function? Okay, हम एग्जैक्टली 3 तो नहीं रख सकते, बट 3 से कोई भी छोटा नंबर लाइक 2.9 रखेंगे. यहाँ पे हम 2.9 रखेंगे तो हमें यहाँ पे ये पॉइंट मिलेगा. ठीक है. सो इफ यू कंसीडर ऑल द वैल्यूज ऑफ x which are less than 3, then the straight line or the graph for that function will be of this form. Okay. So final for this function, the graph of the function is also of the form V shape, but it is not starting from or not touching the origin, right? The graph of fx equal to mod of x minus 3 plus 2 is this one, this. Okay, thank you. Okay, one more thing we have to discuss. આપણે પ્લાઝમા કોચિંગ ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યૂટની અંદર ધોરણ 11-12 સાયન્સના કોઈ પણ વિદ્યાર્થીને કોઈ પણ ડાઉટ હોય કોઈ પણ વિષયને લઈને તો એ સ્ક્રીન ઉપર દેખાય છે એ નંબર ઉપર કોન્ટેક્ટ કરીને એમનો ડાઉટ્સ અમારી સાથે શેર કરી શકે છે અને એ ડાઉટ્સ એમને સોલ્વ કરી આપવામાં આવશે, બરાબર? તો તમારે કોઈ પણ ડાઉટ્સ હોય એ તમે અમને શેર કરો, અમે તમને એનું સોલ્યુશન પ્રોવાઈડ કરશું. ઓકે, ઓલ ધ બેસ્ટ. થેન્ક યુ.